In Chess Club this week, we talked about attack, capture, and defend. I demonstrated with a game that was played by actual chess club members. The game starts off with a couple of pawn moves, and then on the second move for white, there's an attack. Here, the black pawn is being attacked, and in this game, all of the attacked pieces I color yellow. And here, white could take the pawn if black doesn't protect it. And so black has a decision to make. And black has a lot of pieces that can defend that pawn. And in this particular game, black chose the knight to defend. And so now, if white were to try to take that pawn, black could just recapture with the knight. A knight is more valuable than a pawn, so black would actually be ahead in this part of the game. So that's the way defending and attacking works. So I'm going to go on with this game with a couple of other moves that don't really do any attacking. Now here, white makes a mistake. White moves the knight into an attack from black's queen. That's called an unprotected piece, and black could take that piece for free. Black either didn't see it or had another idea, because black just moved the queen out of the way, and then white took a piece and then is attacking the black rook. Now this is kind of an interesting play right here, because black cannot take, well, I guess black could take the white knight, but the white knight is being protected by the white bishop. So if black were to try to take the knight, then white could capture the queen, and the king could take the bishop, but a queen is a lot more valuable than a knight and a bishop. And when you're playing chess, you don't want to give up your queen. So we'll go back to this position, and black knew that white was going to take the rook, so black decided to attack one of white's pieces to try to get even. So black moved the pawn so that it attacks the bishop. So now the white knight is attacking black's rook, and black's pawn is attacking white's bishop at the same time. So here, they take each other's pieces. Now, here, it looks like white is moving the pawn into another attack, but it's being protected by the white queen. So if black takes it, which is what black did, white can just take the pawn back, and it's called an exchange. A pawn for a pawn. Anytime two equal pieces are traded, it's called an exchange. So we'll now move on. White's queen is being attacked by black's knight, but it's a very easy move for white. Just move the queen out of the way. Black now attacks white's pawn. This can also be defended. White moves a pawn up to protect it. Now in this move, white makes another mistake. White moves the knight in a position where it can be attacked by black's king, or black's queen, and black can now take the knight for free. This time black notices it gets the free undefended piece. White tries to attack black's queen, but it's a very easy move for black. And you're going to see some crazy attacks here in this game. So black moves the queen out of the way, but now the knight is not defended, and so white has an unprotected piece of black's that it can take. So white just captures the knight. But now the white pawn is not protected, and black can take the pawn for free. And now if you look, black's bishop is unprotected, so white queen could take that for free, but instead the white queen puts the king in check. So anytime you have a piece that is attacking the king, it is called check. So When a piece is in check, there's a couple of ways that it can be defended. One way, obviously, is to move, but black does something different. Black moves the pawn up and blocks the queen from attacking the king, and the check is stopped. White now attacks the black bishop, but black doesn't notice and tries to attack white's queen, but white takes the bishop for free, another undefended piece. Black makes a big mistake by moving the rook next to the king, and the reason why I marked the king red is because white has a checkmate on the next move, and checkmate is the way you win a chess game. What white does is white checkmates the king. And what checkmate means is that the queen is attacking the king, which is a check, but there's no place that the king can move to without getting captured. If the king tries to take the queen, it can't because it's being protected by the knight. If the king tries to move out of the way, it can't because the queen could take it. And if the king tries to move to the other square, it can't because the queen could capture it. So the king has no more moves in the game without being captured, and that's checkmate, and the game is over.